Present PGA Tour coverage. Welcome to TPC Sawgrass, known for one of the most terrifying holes in all of golf, the 17th Island Green. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action for today's event. Frank, you're no stranger to this layout, and what's nice about it, Frank, is it doesn't favor any one style of play. The Bombers have won here, and so too have the point-to-point guys, the shorter hitters.
Yeah, the Bombers have to take advantage of the par fives. That's where they get their advantage. But there's so many positional tee shots out here, then all of a sudden the guys, when you throttle back, you give the advantage back to the shorter hitters. Very well-balanced golf course.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Mark a birdie on the card. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does.
Great start.
Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, for many years, match play was the game in the sport of golf, wasn't it?
Wouldn't you consider that the best players in the world originally were just amateur players? So you had the British Amateur, which is one of the oldest golf tournaments in the world, and the US Amateur were both match play. Even the PGA Championship, which is one of the 4 major championships, which started in 1916. It wasn't until 1959 that they actually went away from match play and changed to stroke play. So you're right, match play was such a big part of our sport.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
Surely not.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
If he makes it, he wins the hole. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. He can win the hole on this putt. He wins the hole. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful. Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
And that gives him the hole. He's made it. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of 2 evils is to be in the bunker on the right. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Good contact, good result. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
On the green, and the chance for a birdie. Frank, the second here at the 4th is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
He wins the hole. Oh, dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot. 5th hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
Wow, Frank, look at that one. How it just blistered that tee shot.
Yeah, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank now getting set for the second shot here at the 5th.
Yeah, relatively big green or flat green, but you've got to be careful. If you miss it on the left, especially in that left rough just short of the bunker, it's a little devilish of a chip. It's no snack though. Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
If he makes it, he wins the hole. that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Did the job right there. Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. That's an absolute beauty.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now. Our computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. Just didn't have the speed. That's how you maintain momentum. You make those putts for par. He has this for par. Doing what needs to be done, you need to make them from that distance. Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass, vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. Anything other than straight confuses the player off the tee. But there's 3 pot bunkers down the right side. Just inside that last little pot bunker on the left of that, it's actually a pretty good line.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, so.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
And that gives him the hole. Good putt. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green. Really. This is that awkward length.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. Oh, that hurts. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. He can win the hole on this putt. He wins the hole. In for par. Frank, now at the ninth, this really is one of my favorite par fives in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par five regularly in two. And the reason why they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Frank, our featured player, a bit wobbly of late. This is an important approach shot.
It is. Time to just hit the brakes, do a little reset. Things aren't completely lost yet. Start to get back to that positive frame of mind.
Pretty far from the hole, but still on the green, and that's never too bad. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here.
One of the things I think that's captivated the audience now with Rory McIlroy is he's doing things that we thought only one other player could do, and that's Tiger Woods. When you can streak fields in a major championship by nearly double figures, that's when you're in a class in your own. And I know that's stating the obvious.
He has a gear, Frank, that I don't think other players have. You might be rolling along at 95 miles per hour, and you think you're moving, and you look to your right and you blink and go, who was that? Somebody just went by me, and he's doing 125 and making it look easy. This kid is really special. Frank getting set now for one of the more exciting back nines in all of golf right here at TPC Sawgrass.
And it starts at 10. It looks like a dogleg to the left, really, but you've got to play it as a straightaway tee shot. The run out just over 310 yards.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Second shot. It's that sneaky distance.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Wow, I thought it was going in just off the mark by a fraction. If he makes it, he wins the hole. And that gives him the hole. A huge momentum shift with the eagle. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
Yeah, good old length, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. I'm loving that balance.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Good-looking shot right here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Has it. Good putt right there. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
That will be a great look at birdie.
Same snack though.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Good contact, good result. You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
Good chance at one. This will be a birdie if it drops. And at last, he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is.
And he has it for birdie. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. He'd settle for par here. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
It really has been a tough day, Frank, hasn't it?
Golf, such an up and down game, and